Okay, it looks like we're live, so welcome back. Today I'm going to continuing to work on Kano, which is my text editor. Alright, so let's see what we've got. So right now it functions as a text editor. You can start it up, you can type stuff out, whatever you want. You can use brackets and stuff like that, so you can code with it. There's no visual mode, so you can't select text yet. And then yesterday we implemented searching, the start of it. So you can search. So if I put something down here like search, and then we go up here and we search for it, it'll take us to that word. It doesn't highlight it, anything like that. Nothing too fancy yet. There's a couple keybinds and things like that. We can delete rows like this. And yeah, you can save it. So you can set the output file as whatever you want. So test.test. And then you can press write quit like that. And then we'll write and quit. And there we go. There's our test.test. And that is what we type. So yeah, it does function. It has some issues. And the code is not super clean right now. So today I want to finish implementing the search functionality, or make it better than it is currently, and then also then clean things up. So that is the goal. So the search right now, it only searches starting at the 0th index of the row that you're on, and then it searches down. So it won't search before that or anything like that. I want it to, if it does not find one below it, it'll just take you to any one that it finds in the entire thing. So let me see where that's at actually. Did not explain it very well, but hopefully it makes sense once I start implementing it. So it's actually in the search mode. I forgot about that. So that's right here. Yeah, so here's how it works right now. What is this? Yeah, so we don't need that. So right now it just goes through everything. Wait. Yeah, everything in every row. And then it string compares to see if it is the same. So we don't want that exactly. Basically, I'm probably going to separate it out into a function because there's probably other use cases for it. But for now, I'm just going to implement it here. So I think we can actually start at the current index as well. And that would prevent some issues in the future, which I have thought about. So buffer.current position. I believe that will work. So let me open up a new one. And let me build it. And let's see. So it should still function. So if I go down to Word, search for it. It does not function. Okay. Actually, I know why. Yeah, I forgot to think about this. So then it just starts at the current position for the entire thing. So that's why it was 0. So I'll need to think about that. Oops, I accidentally quit. Okay. Basically, what I want to do though is I want to iterate through the entire thing. So I want buffer.rowSize plus the current row index, but then I need to basically constrain it so that it will not overflow. So did you start React yet? That is over with. I did that a few days ago. The React challenge, if that's what you're referring to. Buffer plus row index. Yeah, so do that. And then add, I think I need to add the row size, and then mod buffer.rowSize. Something like that, and I think that will allow it to wrap around, if I'm not mistaken. I might have messed something up, but let's see what happens to word, search for word. Did not jump to it. Okay, that just completely broke the whole thing, so that's not great. Let me get rid of that, and make sure it still works without this, because... Alright. Word, search for word, and it still jumps there, okay. So that actually broke it, so I need to maybe think about a different way to do that. So what if instead of I in here, I use something like index. Let's see, anywhere that I use I. And then I do plus buffer.row index. So it'll go through the whole, should go through the entire thing basically. Starting at the row index. And then I just need to do index equals I mod buffer.rowSize. And I might need to print this out so I can get an idea of what it's doing. But let's see. Can it do that? Or will it set fault? It does go backwards. Okay. It just doesn't work if it is right there. So I think I need... Yeah. Yeah, it won't... If there is not an extra line. So I need to actually... I need to do like +1. Something like that. Because it's R5 like 1. Like that might cause a seg fault. So let's word. Alright, then it can jump there. If I go past it in my search, it goes there. But if I put the same word right here in my search for it, should goes backwards. That's not good. Let's see. Maybe I need to do row size. Alright, the +1 doesn't really matter where it is, I don't think. Let me check. So, I want to make sure that works first. Backwards. I can go backwards. Yeah. And then put word here. And I want it to go to the word below it first. It does not. Okay. Is it because does it always go to the first one? So that is not quite right. I plus that mod that. So let me think about what that would be. So let's go into here, and let's say we're right here. So we start here. So that'd be row index of 4. Okay. I'm gonna let Python. So 4 plus the row size, which is gonna be 5. And then mod that. Mod 5. So that's 4. Yeah, maybe the +1 actually throws it off. Because that, yeah. But then that doesn't work. Okay. Well, if we start at 5, so let's take this as an example. So we have 5. So we've got I, which is where we start, and then the row size is 7. So, plus 7. Really, it's 1 less than both those numbers, but that's okay. Because it doesn't matter too much in this case. Mod 7. That puts us at 5. And then when we go to the next one, so we should search here, and then it'll become 6. And that's 6. And then when it becomes 7, though, then it goes to 0. So that's why. So we need to do +1 here. Wait, is that right? Wait, hang on. So let me think. So 7 plus 7, yeah, so that's not right. Not the +1, because that just goes back to 1. I need this +1. Get rid of that one. Because then, yeah, then that should work. So it'd be this mod 8 instead, and that is where we want to. No, it's supposed to be at 7. So then do I have to do +1 on the whole thing? Then that, yeah, I think I do. So then the whole thing needs a +1 as well, after all the other calculations. Okay, let's see. So will this work? Okay. And from here as well. No, it still doesn't work. Is it this +1 that throws it off? So that, in this case, then, so if it's row 7, the size is 7, then that'd be, that's what we would want then. Okay, maybe I'm doing something wrong here. Am I starting at the wrong index? Current is that. Buffer rows index. Index gets recalculated each time. Close index. Wait. Yeah. So that should be okay. Alright, let's go back to the Python. So we're on row 7. There's 7 total rows. +1. And it's 8. 7 plus 1. That's 7, and that's what we would want. So, but it doesn't do that. Does this need to be +1, actually? Because we have 1 extra than that. Kind of just trying things out here. I don't think that would affect this, though. So, that, it's not exactly what I'm thinking. Plus then buffer.row size plus the row index. So if the row size is 7, the row index is 4. Yeah, then we would go through the entire loop. So yeah, that'd become 11 minus the current row index. So that should be fine. Let's do I equals 5. And then row size equals 8. Okay, so then we have I plus row size mod row size. So what is that? That's 5. And the index is 5. Okay. Wait. So that's what we want. And I tried it like that. Because we want it to be equal to what it is. Yeah. Hang on, but let's try if we set I equal to 8. Then what is it? That's where it gets messed up. So we want it to be equal to 8. So if we add the plus 1 here, then that's off still. But then we plus 1 in there, and that's right. But that didn't work. Okay. Let's see, maybe I'm doing something else wrong. That's why it doesn't work. We start at 0. That index is fine. And if we're on 8, and the size is 8, so let's remake that. So let's make 8 rows. Okay, we have 8. And we're on 8. That's if we start at 8, though. Let's put a word there. Put a word there. Search is backwards. It always puts us to that same one. It doesn't look like there's any place where we would end up on the second one. So it always goes to the first occurrence of it, and that's not what we want. Contents plus J. We need to break here. We need to break out. We need to double break. Let's see. Yeah. That's what's happening actually, I think. It is, it finds the first one, but then it doesn't break out of the loop. We can't just break out of the one loop because we need to escape this one as well. So maybe, how can we do that? If we move it to a function, like search, and we pass buffer, one into buffer, and then the command as well, command and command size, then that should be all that we need for there. And then we can just return, and that would be probably better. So let's do that. Let's go up here, and let's just implement search. We can go right here, it doesn't matter. Okay. So we need, the buffer, pointer to the buffer. We need the command, which I think is just a character. And then we need the command size. Okay, that should be all that we need. So here we can return when we find it. Let's see. We don't want to modify command size. The buffer, yeah, we need to replace buffer dot with buffer arrow. Okay. The command should be fine. So let's see if that even compiles. It does compile. Okay, that is kind of surprising. So do we need to return anything? Because we modify the buffer directly, and we modify, yeah, so that should be fine. I don't think we need to return anything from that. Maybe an error code if we don't find it, but I didn't think about that. But yeah, that doesn't really matter. So let's go to search now. Search, and we just call search. Yeah, search, and let's see if that works. So let's see, does it work? That word. Here, go to it, and then there we go. That is perfect. That is exactly what I wanted. So now, yeah, we just go to the next one where it wraps around and all that stuff. So that is actually perfect. I think I can even commit that. Let's see, expanded search functionality to wrap around. So now I'd like to be able to jump to the next occurrence. Posh. Jump to the next occurrence. I think that would be rather helpful. So, see, yeah, I'll probably add something to the README for search as well, but not yet. So yeah, jump to the next occurrence where if you press N, then it goes to the next one. It searches again. So let's not set the mode to normal. Let's keep the mode as it is. And then we can, let's see, what would that look like? If I run it, and then I click word here, will it jump to it? It doesn't jump to it. It just resets it. So we kind of want to jump to it without setting the mode to normal, because I want to keep the mode as search, and then you just press N. If you press N in search, it will just search for the current thing, again. So, we need to move some stuff around to get that to work, but it shouldn't be that hard. And, so we might set the search. We don't really want to do that. Yeah, we don't want to reset it all, unless we press escape. Yeah, if we press escape, let's do this. Otherwise, we're good. So that'll keep it as it is, but we need to still jump there. So, I think if I get rid of this, does it work? No, maybe not. Oops. Oh shoot, now that doesn't work. Dang. Why does it not work? Was that not working before? Yeah, now it gets all messed up. It's not inserting properly. I think it is from, yeah, it's probably from getting rid of that, actually. It's not search. So let's see, I'm going to need to see what that's doing exactly. Yeah, okay. Doesn't clear it now, so that's why it's like that. But yeah, that resets the mode. So if I do not reset the mode, because I don't want to change it. Yeah, so it doesn't move us, but it does move us back to 0. So buffer current position equals buffer.rows. Yeah, that's just a constraint. So that's okay. We don't need to care about that. X equals that, Y equals that. And we want to move there. So maybe it's actually up here. It's not equal. So let's go to all of those that we have. Yeah, so we want to move there in search mode as well. So I think we need a separate one here. Let's see if mode equals command else. And then this is where we'll put this. So yeah, so now I'm thinking about it. This might not work. Because yeah, we moved there. But we want to move to the other one. So how can I do that? Let's see. What if I move it out of here? You know what I'm saying? Move it out of there. Put it like in the search. Yeah, this is all the stuff I'm going to clean up today. In the search, whenever you're let's see, whenever you're like typing, is that a good place to put it? I don't know. Yeah, that does not work. Okay, now it's frozen. I broke it. Okay, so that's not gonna work out. It's gonna need to stay up here. Let's see. Okay, let me think about how else I could do that. Let me make it. So, yeah, we want to keep the mode as search. What is N? Maybe. Yeah, maybe we could do that. Yeah, the mode could go back to normal. Yeah, so it could be handled the same way. So, yeah, let me do that. I see there's a lot of copy pasting going on here, but that's okay. Search. Put this in the escape up here as well. Okay. Yeah, if we do that, and then if we press N in normal mode, we don't use the keybind for anything else, as far as I'm aware. So we can kind of just use it the same way. And this doesn't need all of that. Okay, so N, if you press N, then we perform a search. But we don't want to reset the command. We want to leave the command as it is. Yeah, it's called command, but it's really not that. that's just left over from that. That's not a problem. So if we do that, press enter, we go into normal mode. If you press escape, it'll clear it. So I think we can leave it like that. But right now we want to search again using this. Let's see, I need to go back to it right here. Search, pass in the buffer, and the command size, and then that should move us automatically, I believe. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. Let's see. Word. I do that. Word. And N does not work. Ooh, wait, it just worked. Oh shoot, yeah, I know why it didn't work. So I can actually show why it's not working. If I search here, and I go to word, I can press N, it does not move me. But if I move down and then press N, it will. Because we're searching on the current index. So we need to search current index plus 1 in the search. So it's not going to take us... Yeah, really would like it like that. Yeah, so we needed to start at the first time. It needs to start at there. But then the rest of the times, it needs to not, basically. So I'm going to do, actually... I can use a ternary for this. This is like a good use of a ternary. So j equals start. We can just declare j here. So like do that. And then if I'm just gonna use if statement for now because that's easier to reason about. If I equals 0. No, I equals buffer row index. Then size to j. I'm gonna declare it here. J. And j equals 0. No, j equals buffer position. Else, j equals buffer, no, j equals 0. Okay, something like that. So that did actually look like that. So if I search here, word, okay. Then if I search from here, jumps to the end of the word. That's going to change. Now it doesn't work at all. Oh shoot, I see why. Word. Okay, and then next, oh yeah. So we're going to do really +1. That's good. Yeah. Because, yeah, if we search from right here, and then we'll go to the next one. So, yeah, we need a +1. Okay, now if I put word here, and I put word here, I should be able to search word, then press next, and it goes to the next one. There we go. That is perfect. So, yeah, now we can search like that. Okay, that is pretty good now. So, yeah, this could be a ternary. So, let me look at that again, because I don't remember the syntax. Ternary syntax. Let's see. Because this is like perfect use for that. I always forget the syntax, so how exactly it works. So let's look at an example. So alright, so if it's true, it's the first one, I think. So basically, I equals buffer, index. If it's true, j equals buffer, current position +1, remember that. Otherwise, j equals 0. Okay, just like that. And that should be pretty good. Let's see. Clever Code, I believe is how your name is pronounced. Just followed. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. I apologize if I mispronounced it as well. I'm not very good at that. That does not work. Doesn't like that. Oh, shoot. It's because of this else. I forgot to remove that. Okay. So it doesn't like that. So it doesn't... did I do that wrong? Can you not declare them inside... Declare variables inside of the ternary? Hello, how are you doing? Okay, maybe variable equals... Yeah, I'll do it this way. Actually, that probably would work. That sum j equals... And then we'll put the condition here. I equals buffer row index. So if it's on the current row index, then it will equal current position +1. Otherwise, it'll equal 0. And I think that would work better. There we go. Okay. Now I should still be able to search the same way. Search for word. And there we go. Jump back and forth. And if we start searching here, it'll go to... Why does it go to the end of the line? Oh, it's because I have more than one here. But if it's not found, it goes to the end of the line. That's not exactly great. But like, as the... Yeah, okay, so I don't want that. Yeah, so if it's not found, I want to go back to the default one, or the original position. So maybe I don't want to directly modify. Or I could save the default position. Like, I as the initial times equals buffer current position. So the row index gets set back automatically, but then at the end, if we don't return, if we didn't find it, so we can just set buffer current position equal to initial position. That way it won't get set to the end. I think that would be better. So word, if I put that in here, I'm gonna check for that. It still goes to the end. You know. Word that is. Okay, yes, that didn't work. What do I have to do to make that work? Okay. Send the initial one. Shouldn't return because I never found it, so that shouldn't be an issue. Actually, we don't modify the current position, do we? Unless we're in here. So maybe that is not what the issue is. Because yeah, we use I, yeah. So it's something else. Okay, let me set this back. And maybe it is the way I am handling it in here, search. So what do I want to do after the search? What do I do here? In the, not the command mode, but this mode. So I don't need this. Why does it go to the end? I don't quite get why. It's not what I wanted. Because we're not modifying it. Let's see. If this is getting set to true, or if it is getting set to J, maybe J is not valid. If I set it to 0, then we can actually test. So if I jump here and as, yeah, so that's not what the problem is. So somewhere else I am setting it when I press enter. So yeah, at the end of this loop, we don't return anything. I'm not sure exactly. Okay. Probably missing something very stupid. So what would make it get set there? Because we don't modify it unless we find something. So is something else in the search mode? So from this. So that sets that. That's just if we go out of bounds. We don't care about that. I'm going to probably do this then. And I'm just going to add these because it makes it easier to read. For me at least. Okay. X equals buffer current position. Why is that? That's fine. Enter. Search mode equals new. Now, why does it go? Does it go all the way to the end? I can test that. No. It just goes to the length of what you're searching for? Or... Is that what it is? If I press escape, then it will clear it. It looks like that's actually what it is. So I do yes. And actually find it. So how about something that's not in there? So Z, yes. Goes one forward. Yeah, it goes the length of whatever you type. I do yeah, so that's what it is. It's the length of what you type. So it's because we shift it forward here. Actually. That's why. So after we're done typing, we need to set the current position back. That's interesting. Yeah, that's actually what's happening then. Uh-huh. Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. So I go here, put like A. You see, yeah. Search for O, goes one forward. But if I search for O, 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 goes through. Yeah, so that is exactly what it is. So how can I not do that without changing this? Because I still want to. Well, do I need to use that? Instead of the current position, I could use a different variable. We still need to iterate the current position because that's what it's connected to. Well, we set X here. Let's see. So after we press enter, what if we set the current position to, what would we even set it to though? That doesn't really make sense. Yeah, what if we set it to this? Yeah, what if we do that? Get the position on the main window. This is a dot. Because we're on a separate window, so that should do something. Yeah, I didn't change anything though. That's not exactly right. It said it equal to 0, but that's not what we want. Yeah, then it's always 0, that's right. Type here goes back to 0. So, we need to save in a variable, I suppose, when we enter search mode. Like right when we press slash, we should save like the previous position, because the row index gets saved on its own, but we need to, yeah, a lot of variables here. Probably even add it to the buffer, but I'm not going to yet. And, let's see, normal position, and we'll set it to 0 by default. And then if we press slash, I want to set normal position equal to buffer.current position. And we cannot initialize this in the loop, or else it's just gonna get reset. So it needs to be initialized out here with these other variables. And then yeah, we want to current position equals normal position, like that. And this is dot. Okay. If I do that, okay. All right, that seems to actually work. Let's find the word though. Whoops. Okay. That does seem to work. Yeah, okay. Now we don't jump around and all that stuff. If you press escape, it goes back to 0 though. Why does it do that? Over here, and press escape, it goes to 0. That's kind of weird. Is it for the same reason? Because we're not calling that. So if I do that. Yeah, okay. So that works then. There might be a better solution, but I'll think about that. Now the search works quite well though. So let me test it on the actual code. So let me search for like command. And there is the first instance. It takes us to put us in a weird position. I don't know why. But yeah, it does seem to work. So we can jump to it, to each one. It doesn't say the number that it finds, the amount of them. So maybe that would be helpful as well. I'm not going to worry about that yet, because that's not super important. But yeah, now you can jump between them. And it seems to work. It seems to work. You can't jump backwards. So do I want that? I think it's fine. I don't think we need backwards yet. This is good enough, I believe, for now. Press escape though, I still want it to clear it in any mode. Escape, yeah, we clear it here. What happens if you press escape in normal mode? Yeah. So I could add this to normal mode. Probably yeah, missing. Yeah, just add the same thing as is in here. Escape. Because I think that makes sense to clear it, you know? I might change this in the future, but for now, I would like it better like that. So yeah, then if you are searching for something, also, when we enter that mode, we should probably set the current position equal to the current word size. So when we press slash, so slash is actually up here. So instead of setting the current position to 0, oh, that's actually why. Okay, instead of setting it to 0, I want to set it to the command size. So the command size might be 0 or might not be. So let's see, go there and I search. Starts out there, and then yeah, then it starts there. I like that better. Or do I want to clear it if you enter that mode? Like, yeah, that might actually make sense. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. That's how Vim does it, and that does make sense. So instead of setting it to this, we'll just always set it to 0. But then, clear, have that. It's down here, though. But then clear it like this. Whoops. Then I probably don't need the escape even. I'll leave it, but probably won't need it then. So yeah, because that makes more sense, probably. Okay, don't set mode equal to 1, though. Yeah, we can do that. So now it should behave more as expected. Yeah. And that just resets the buffer. So if we do this, word, next, and don't pay for it. Perfect. That is perfect. Okay. Expanded search functionality to include next. Okay, so I will actually, yeah, I'll push that. Alright, now I'll actually modify the readme. So I can probably add, so in normal mode, yeah, we have an n. So n, jump to current search buffer. Jump to next search. I don't really know how to explain it, but basically if you have something in the search buffer, then it will jump to that. And then, should I add something for, yeah, in normal we also have slash, which actually go above this probably. Slash, which actually enter search. And maybe it's probably fine. Alright, so that's how you enter search mode, and then search mode is pretty self-explanatory, so I don't think I need to explain that. Let's see, this can be enter normal mode, and then, because that's really what it does in every single mode, so global, just like that, and I'll move it up here with this one. So yeah, then most of the keybinds are normal mode, but then there's a few global ones. Okay. That's pretty good. So let me commit that. Push that. Da-da-da. Okay. So, yeah, that is probably a better way to put that. Okay, so now I kind of want to go through and clean some stuff up. So, to start, I'm going to clean up the files. So, I'm not going to expand it out into multiple files just yet. Soon I will do that. But I want a source file and a build file. I want to modify the get ignore. That's not what I want. Get ignore. To ignore anything in the build. Okay. And then, I want to modify the make file. Actually, let me first move .c. Hit source, and I'll remove the main. We'll give it out.txt as well. Right, the rest of the stuff can stay there. But the make file, I want it to be a source equals source. And then a build, maybe out equals build. Okay, I'm not super familiar with make, so I might do things unidiomatically, but I believe it should work. So source. I want it like that, or do I want to put the slash in there? I'll leave it like that for now. And this goes to out. And same with the debugger. And that, I did that wrong actually. Got the, that. Okay. I think that'll work. Make builds up to date. That's not, alright, I think I did it wrong. Let's see, let me put that there. Yeah, again, I don't really know how to use make, so... why does it say that? Source, I may not see, and we had that in the source file. What if I tried to run it myself? So just the exact same thing. So cc source slash main.c dash L curses dash and then dash O slash. Alright, and that actually worked. Yeah, main and compile. Okay. So why is it up to date? So what is wrong? What if I type it out explicitly? So instead of that, I put source slash. First of all, look that way. Yeah. I'm going to need to look it up. Why is it up to date? What does that mean? Not open that. Okay, I'm probably gonna have to look this up because this, I don't know why it doesn't work. Alright, source. Let's see. Okay, let's see if I can parse how this works. C flags. Where's like source or something like that? Include directory. Library directory. I might just have to ask ChatGPT. Because that is probably a good way to do that. So let me open that. Okay, let's see. Does this know how to do that? And then make this way. I think it can figure out what I'm trying to do. Okay, source. What's different? Other than this. Which it was like that before, so. Okay. Is this exactly how this works? Limbs is that? Debug. Wait, what? What is debug work? Okay, build is up to date. Is that why? Do I have to just modify the? Oh shit! Is that how it works? Let me just add it. No. Okay. Do I have to add more than a comment? I don't really know how this works. Okay. If I add another mode 2. It's still up to date. Okay, even though I changed stuff, so that doesn't seem to be it. I can run make debug as many times as I want. Yeah, cool. Is that gonna remove important stuff? Yeah, I don't have that. You've been progressing with the editor? Yeah, it's been going pretty well. Once I get it to build, I can actually show what I have. Well, I can build the debug one, that works. Yeah, so right now, you can run it just like that, or you can open an existing text file. So just, open that. And there we go, it actually loads it. And you can delete them, and you can search for stuff as well. Yeah, you can jump between them, stuff like that. Remove your out file from the build directory. You mean deleting the file? I did do that. It freezes periodically. It could be an internet issue. I don't know. Yesterday I had a lot of internet issues. It hasn't gone out thus far, but it might be that. It could be from that. But yeah, so the editor's been going pretty well. And so, yeah, I was working on searching today, and then also there's a couple of commands now that you can type on no command. Yeah, so there's quite a bit of stuff. It's becoming more and more usable. Let me see if I can get the make to work, because I'd really like to be able to build it. I don't get why the debug works. Yeah, because make clean, we don't have one of those. It do be choppy. Yeah, well, I'm sorry about that. I don't know. I've been having some internet issues. I do apologize. Okay, yeah, so I don't get why this one works, but this one does not. If I add that, then it does. Still doesn't work. Okay, let me move the build. Now run. No, build is up to date. What? Let's see. Why does make debug work, but not make build? Modify source file. Yeah, I did that. Check dependencies. What does this mean? Okay, I see. Is that what it is? Source. Let's see. Is that how I want to do that? And okay, so like that. Okay, is that right? Debug does not work. Oh shoot. My bad. Alright, so make debug works with that, but this, what if I move build down? Yeah, build still doesn't work. I'm very confused by this, why this happens. Alright, let me make some more changes and see if I can get it to work. So like larger changes. Let's make a function. Void do stuff. If let's take int is false. If is false equals 1. Then return what? Else return 127. Alright, let's see. That is a bigger change. And it actually worked. Okay, so that was the issue, I suppose. Even when it didn't exist, though, that's kind of... Yeah. I wish I could just run it as many times as I wanted, but it doesn't seem to work. If I remove it, then run it again, it doesn't work. So, it's kind of weird. I can build the debug one. So, okay. That's what I had to do, I suppose. Okay. Let me get rid of this. I actually don't want that. To make it again. Okay, so that is what the issue was. Alright, well now it's working. Yeah, now we have a source folder. So once I expand out into multiple files, it'll be easier to use. Okay, so now I want to try to clean up the actual code, because there is some repetition going on. So, let's see, where do I want to start with that? Something I was considering. So I have, let's see, these single ones. Basically just modifies, I don't know what that's about. Just modifies the, modifies the string in the row. And I'm thinking if I just pass it as a separate parameter, then I could merge it with this shift string and just use that instead. But I don't know that I care too much to do that. Append rows. Wait, what was that? Okay. Yeah, so I'm probably going to clean up in the main function because there's a lot there. Okay, let's see. I could make like one thing I was considering is having an array of windows, like these windows. And then when I call refresh, it refreshes every single one in the array, rather than calling refresh each time, because typically I want to refresh them all at the same time. Yeah, where I have like down here, refresh, instead of that, I could just call refresh all and pass the windows in there, and it would refresh them all. I think I probably want to do that. And also, we need to pass the window inside. Yeah, I'll probably do that. Okay, get rid of that. So, I'm going to need an array. And then also, once I add plugin support, then you'd be able to create a window, and then it would get added to this array, and then would be able to be refreshed. So that's what I'm thinking. Let's make window. And yeah, I'll just initialize like that. I don't even have that many. 0 initialize. I don't want to 0 initialize. And then size t. It's not called status bar. It's called Windows. Windows size. Yeah, I'm going to be called that. Equals 0. And I don't think I need to 0 initialize it, but I can. Does it excite you that most of the C functions that you're using were made by developers who are these days maybe dead? Shoot, I never even thought about that. That's kind of weird. That's weird to think about. Huh. Talking about the building ones, yeah. I know what you mean. That's pretty crazy, actually. Yeah, I never even thought about that. So I'm gonna do that. Push all the windows. Is this how I want to push it? I don't know. Not how old the language is, yeah. Super old are dead. Cause yeah. Yeah. And it's still like one of the most prevalent languages. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Alright, yeah, so push window, so I'll need that function and also the refresh. Refresh all. Okay, so let me create those functions. I think they make sense to go at towards the top. Refresh all. Oops. That will take window. And then window size. Okay, and then we need another one for push window onto the stack. Like that, as well as the one that you want to push. So, window win. Okay. So this one first, basically, is just window size plus. Equals win. And I'm pretty sure that will work there. And that's pretty much it. And then refresh all. For 0 while I is left from Windows size equals plus. And just W refresh. Windows I. Okay, something like that. And I'm pretty sure that'll work. All. Then I can get rid of that and go here. Okay, and let me see if that compiles. It did actually compile. Okay. And if I try to run, slash main, does not look like it worked. Why would it not work? Alright, yeah, I'm gonna need to figure out why. Because clearly that doesn't work. Okay. Did I do something wrong? Oh, I should probably actually modify the size. That would make sense. Let's see, I think you can do it like this. Okay, like that. And that should actually, well, then I have to adjust all the push. That's not the right symbol. Okay, that should use window. Okay, yeah, swap this in this way. Okay, now if I try to run it. Okay, there we go, that is better. So refresh the windows. So anywhere where I call W refresh on all of them, I can get rid of those. So yeah, this one we explicitly refresh the status bar, and we don't want to refresh the rest, so that is fine. Just where we call all of them, which I think those were the only ones, but yeah, okay, so that's good then. And then it's easy to add another one and have it automatically be refreshed. So I like that. Okay. Something else, there's a lot of repetition like in here. So like this, for example. This could be a function like reset command. And we call that anytime we press escape in search or command mode. Reset command, and we have to pass command and then command size like that. Then we don't need that. Yeah, that's probably good then. And we can take this and put it up here as well. Okay. And then also we have it in the escape up here. Yeah, reset command. So there's 3 places where we used it. So, whoops, I already the wrong one. Reset command sign. So then I can implement it. Just memset. Yeah, so it's just that. Man, like that. Okay, so it takes a command as well as pointer to the command size. Like that, and set this equal to 0, and there we go. Do that, and yeah, if I type Q, do that. Perfect. Okay, that works. That works good. Okay. I don't think there was anywhere else where I did that, but I can check it. So. Yeah. So, reset the command here. I forgot. Yeah, it's only 2 lines of code, so it's not like a big deal, but it is helpful. Why do we do it here? Oh, that's... yeah, okay, that makes sense as well. And size. Okay. Yeah, so let's see. There was some more repetition. Let's see. This... yeah, it's pretty much the same as how I handle it up here. So I could probably have like, how do I want to do that? Yeah, because a lot of this is the same. Like this escape is the same for all of them. Does it really matter though for 1 line of code? Maybe I should look at things that are more lines of code. Like this, it's not very much, but I think actually it might be a little bit different. Just start with that. Actually, it looks like they're the same. So what is this doing? It's basically delete character. But in command mode. Let's see, and how does it look in insert mode? Because I know it's different because we have to handle a different case. Yeah, so that's entirely different, so we don't need to worry about that. Enter. How about that? Yeah, that's completely different. There's not too much going on here. Yeah, so maybe I will try to do that. So this could be, is it worth it for 2 spaces? Maybe not yet. There's some more places where there's more repetition. So maybe I'll focus on that and sort of try to narrow down some things. Okay, so here is where we're typing. We have quite a few things here. Yeah, so that is detecting if it's a brace. So maybe I should even have... yeah, so this... I don't do that anywhere else, though, so that doesn't matter, really. Alright, so if character equals 9, so this is for tab. This is just temporary, though, because I don't want to use spaces. But the reason it didn't work is because when we placed a tab character, the cursor was in the wrong position. Here, I can show it, sort of. Basically, some sort of library for to it. Yeah, I'm using n curses. Yeah, n curses. And that's the only dependency that I have right now. Yeah. Okay. yeah, basically what was happening is I would press tab in insert mode, and okay, wait, that was not right. I forgot to rename. Wait, no, I didn't. Hang on. I think I did something wrong. Oh yeah, because I do it 4 times. That's not what I wanted. Okay. Isn't it rough to implement TUI in vanilla C? Well, so I did do a different application with no, without in curses, in C, and it wasn't too bad, but there's like a lot of boilerplate and stuff like that. So, kind of guy who tries to have as few dependencies as possible, even when if it's just easier to use one. Yeah, I typically feel that way. And part of that is also because libraries on with C can be kind of hard to set up unless they're just like header only libraries or more more built-in ones like OpenGL and stuff. If it's if it's anything that's not one of those, it's really hard to set them up. So I just try not to. Also, because I prefer to build it myself anyway. If I have a library that does something simple, I don't end it with cargo, but I go into the source code and transfer it into my code. That's interesting. So you copy paste. Okay, yeah, so I can show this. If I just move this out. Like that. Then I can showcase what I was talking about. I run this, and I go here, and I press tab, move forward 1. The actual tab took up many spaces. So that's basically what the problem was. And it's kind of hard to figure that out. So I need to think about that more to be able to figure out what to do with that. So let me put it back how it's supposed to be. I just don't want to add as a dependency, it just feels bad. I want everything to stick to the vanilla language. Yeah. Yeah. I know what you mean. Okay. So what do I want to do here? I don't want to set it to that. I want to set it to a space. Okay. That's what I want to do. Yeah, so right now tabs are just spaces. That is basically what I was saying. Otherwise, we do this. So yeah, that's just 2 lines of code. It's not a big deal. Next character equals find opposite brace. Yeah, so that is just yeah, that is detecting the current one and then doing things with it, basically. Unless it's some sort of big library that all developers allow themselves to add and freely use. Yeah, like a GUI library, something like that, GUI. That kind of thing. Like typically, because those are really, it's not really even feasible to make a cross-platform one yourself. So I typically will use dependencies for those. Like, you know, OpenGL, Raylib, something like that. SDL. Okay. Let's see, I'm trying to find repetition in here. I think got row. This, it's not quite the same though. It's different. Okay, so this is, yeah. It's big and very popular. It slowly stops being taken as one. Yeah. I know what you mean. I have to do this here. Why do I do that? Does that do anything? That's an insert node. Yeah, I don't think I need that. So that's just wasted. Have you checked out the Helix editor? It's very similar to NeoRim. Yeah, I have. I've used it a bit. Yeah. Like, it's not too bad. Yeah. It's interesting for sure. I don't like that, but I also don't like that. So it makes it more cluttered, but I prefer it like that if it goes onto a separate line. Because it's easier to read. Okay, do I need to set this stuff here? Is this even necessary? Because I do that outside of it. So I think this doesn't do anything, but I could be wrong. Alright, let's see. Make that. Get some stuff out of here. And jump around. Yeah. I think that didn't do anything. Because I added basically the same text outside of it. I don't think I need this either. Let's delete all of this. What does it look like? Alright, yeah. Again. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so that is perfect. I got rid of some unwanted, unused code. Alright, so handle save, that is good, that's already removed. So this, do I want to basically like search in a way? Yeah, I need to comment this, add some comments to this because it's not exactly clear what's going on. But basically, it allows you to search in either direction with one loop. Have you guys seen that library called isOdd on npm? People actually use it. Like, what? Really? I think I heard something about that. That was a while ago though. Yeah. Why would you? Why do people? People don't know about the mod operator or something like that. Like, I don't know. I don't get it. But it is JavaScript developers, so you know. Next.js has two. Wait. Wait, what do you mean? 278, 542? Oh, you mean that's how many users they have? I think a lot of JavaScript developers don't really know basic programming because they never actually learn. Because it's kind of like they learned it to make money as a JavaScript developer, so they kind of just learned how to import stuff, you know? Weekly downloads. Okay, I see what you mean. isOdd has 191,000, really? Oh my gosh. Alright. That is interesting. Alright, yeah, so there's some repetition here in the movement, I think. I think I can do something with that. So this, I should probably update this jump forward because it's not exactly right. The way it works. The E and W jumps. You know what is even does? Wait, does that actually use too? So it's is even and is odd, and they both have users. Okay. Yeah, there's some repetition going on here. Well, let's just jump. So that's not exactly. It imports the is on library and takes really, actually. Hey, am I gonna see this? It's on npm, right? You can just search for them, I think. Search is even. Or is it underscore? Okay, let's see. I'm gonna see usage. Okay, create an issue. I'm gonna create an issue. Wait, where's the source? How do you see that? Let me go past it. Code. It actually does. Oh my gosh. This is the worst and the greatest thing I've ever seen. I gotta look at is on now. Okay, let's look at that. Is it the same? The same developer. What does it say? Yeah, it is. Okay. So just when I live on the same plane with people like that. That's kind of funny though. Where does it say the amount of downloads? One dependency. Wait, what is the dependency? Is number. Oh, okay. That's fair. 72 dependents. How many dependents does this have? 45. Okay. One dependency is on. Okay. Yeah. Where do you see the number of downloads? Oh, weekly downloads. 123,000. 109. Oh my gosh. That's actually hilarious though. Okay. Hilarious and sad. So this, that's the same condition. Yeah, so this could probably be factored out. But do I use that anywhere else? Now I'm thinking, I don't think so. Okay, this. Yeah, those are different, so not a big deal. Mention making a library for checking if a number is odd and using any dependencies at all. Well, it is JavaScript. One equals search, yeah, that's fine. These do pretty much the same thing. But wait, what does this do? Yeah, that just goes to, yeah, when it's on a space. Okay, yeah, so that's actually fine. In the switch statement, for now at least, it looks fine to me. Probably want to move the whole switch statement into a function though, and then instead of having this for loop, just call it recursively, but I'm not going to do that yet. I want to see, so there's a lot of stuff up here that I can probably get rid of. So do I need this move? I think that move is required, because before it starts, we move there, so that is important. We refresh the status bar and we get a character. And we set the repeating count. Okay. That looks fine. 16 is kind of large though. Like, I don't know. Would you, well, yeah, I guess that is fine. Like if you're deleting the whole file or something like that. Something I do need to do is right now, the way I am handling the lines is not great. So in the buffer, which is, I suppose, declared at the top, I have rows, and we can only have 1024. So try to open a file with more than that, it will break the whole program. And I don't really have checks for it, but I want to do this dynamically, so it can be dynamically allocated, so it can expand. And I feel like I should do that once I finish moving some stuff, cleaning some stuff out. So let's see, we push the window here, that's fine. This is like the setup. Let's see if there's something I could factor out here. Program, yeah, we don't use it, but I want to keep it, so that's fine. File name, set to none. Yeah, that is fine. I should probably make something for this as well, because there's a few places where I crash, and, you know, like just crash, basically. Crash, yeah, make something like crash, error message. Well, this could even be a macro, crash. With error, no, without error. Your terminal does not support colors. Don't need the new line. Okay, something like that. So I will make a macro for that. Line crash, and that's going to just take a store. Okay, so anyway, I need like a do though. Do well. And then I see put 0. Okay. And then you can have a semicolon. So that is what I want that. Let's see, I'm gonna align all these, but not yet. Okay, so end win, and then f print f, and then error, stir. And I want new one like that. Yeah. Okay. And then exit with 1. Alright, something like that I think should work. So let me try to align this. I think there is a built-in keybind for this, but I'm not going to use it. So, okay. Something like that should work, I think. So if I leave it there for now, I want to do that. Okay. Now, does that work? It does compile. When you set this equal to true, equals true. Alright, make. Try to run it. Return the last workup. So that did actually work. So that is what I wanted. I will move this up here with the rest of the macros. Probably up by right there. Okay. Okay. And then anywhere where I am doing that, I want to crash with file. Crash. What is this error? What is the error? File. Okay, I think it's back now. Yeah, my Wi-Fi, like there's not enough bandwidth or whatever to stream, so sometimes it like overloads or whatever. So I think it's back. Yeah, I apologize for that. Hopefully it does not happen again, but it's not looking good actually. My bitrate is dying. Hang on, let me just... Okay, okay. Alright, should be hopefully good now. It says that the bitrate is better. What's your Wi-Fi speed? So, like around 20 to 50 download, and then 10 to 20 upload. But sometimes it works fine. And then other times it does not work fine. I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't go out again. If it does go out again, I'll probably end the stream for the day. And try to move stuff around and try to get not horrible for streaming. Yeah, like it works fine and I can stream fine. It's just like the bandwidth isn't enough or something. Yeah. I probably need to change something. But yeah. Okay, where was I at? Yeah, I was trying to figure this out. So this is initializing the colors. So once we have syntax highlighted, we're gonna have more colors than that. But for now, we just have the one for the line numbers. Right there. Just because I like the way yellow looks for the line numbers. Okay. This is the global size, and that is fine. That is good. We want to keep that. This is enabling RAW mode. I think we can do that even before. Even before this. Well, actually, it has to be after. Where's the init screen? Wait, what? Oh, it's right here. Okay. It's kind of hidden. I don't really want it there. Yeah, I'm fine with checking the colors there, because then we put the colors. So that's actually fine. But I want to 240 download and 209 for upload. That's pretty good. Anytime, like, I've had a few different internet service providers, and the upload is always, like, 10 times slower than the download. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because of the location, or if it's just, that's how it is. Like, I'm not sure. Okay. Refresh all, that's good. We set the keypad. So we want to leave it like that. That is good. We don't set it anywhere else. I don't think we call it keypad any other place. Yeah, that's it. Okay, the window size. Yeah, that's good. So that is the stack that we just implemented. Which I could probably even... I use stacks a few times, so I should probably make like a generic stack data structure. That could be interesting. You know, with void pointers and such. Okay. Here. Yeah, this is the... I should probably rename this to like main. Because it's the main window. That is the size of it. Let's see, I don't know where I use that though, so I'm gonna have to go through the errors. Oh, I guess I don't use them at all, so I just cast them like that for now. I am going to use them in the future. Ooh. Okay, I guess we call it again. Wait, what? YX. Yeah, why do I do that again? Like right after doing that. Yeah. Okay, I don't know if we need that. Column undeclared. What? I guess we do it again. Do I use it? Okay, yeah, so let me not cast in the void, and then just use those, and it should be fine. Just get rid of it entirely. Okay. Main row set, but not used. Yeah, so I need to now change it. Alright. Minus, main row. Okay, where else? Where else? I think that was it. Main column set, but not used. Yeah, so I can void that one. Main column. Just to get rid of the void. Maybe I can make a macro for that? Oh, we have that again. Wait, what? I'm under start. Oh, shoot. There's a second one on the same line. 390 now. I see. All in the same place. Okay, then it actually fires. Let me show you some here it is. Go into different modes. Repeat 5J. Okay, perfect. That works. That works fine. Okay, there's probably some stuff I could do here. So here, yeah, that is getting the index to print at. Want to leave that. Return the attribute on color, and that is for printing the lines. Yeah, we want to leave that size. So that's all good. Here we check that. Yeah, this actually looks fine to me. It's not too bad. Not too bad. Okay. Set the room here to 1, that's all good. Refresh all, that's good. So I need this. Because we moved there. So I should probably just get rid of the Y and X, because I don't know that I use it anywhere. Like, actually use it. I always just use that, but I should. That would probably make things easier, now that I'm thinking about it, in certain cases. I don't know. Let's see, I'll think about that. But for now, I'm going to leave them. For now, we'll leave them. But I don't think I actually use them in these. Okay, yeah, so it's actually not too bad, for the most part. So it really just needs to be sort of moved into different files for each purpose. And maybe some functions as well. So I'm going to do that in a second. I need to take a quick break for about 3 minutes, and I will be right back. Okay, I am back. Let's see. So yeah, I think that's what I want to do. So I'm gonna make a function for this, for the handle keys. And we're gonna need to pass a lot of stuff, and I don't know what it all is yet. So I'll probably let me make the function. That should go more towards. I should not have jumped like that. More towards like right here. Yeah. So handle keys. I don't know that I need to return anything from that, but I'm just going to take all the code, put it in there, and then go through the compiler errors to figure out what I need to pass. I know definitely the buffer, and a couple other things as well. So, yeah, I'm not going to, just the switch statement, that's all that's going to be moved into there. And then everything else, yeah, it'll modify the buffer and such, so we don't need to worry about that. But what this is going to do is replace the buffer with a pointer, so I will need to modify this for that. But yeah, I'm just going to take this, and then pop it in here. Okay. Because I might need to handle each individual case as well, and I might need to call this several times. So that's why I'm moving it into a function. And then there probably could be a whole different function for handling, or a whole different file for handling the keys, but I'm not doing that yet. Probably a faster way to do this. Okay. So let me just try to compile that and see what happens. Repeating, so that is, we need that. First of all, we need the buffer though, I know that. In repeating, t, repeating, okay. That should probably be a pointer. If we modify it. So yeah, that's gonna cause a lot of errors with that. 2 view arguments. Range variable, normal position. Okay. I don't know that we need to pass. We should probably pass that. Okay, yeah, so everything's gonna be a pointer because we're gonna modify all of it. Okay, so I'm gonna just query replace the buffer dot with buffer arrow. Whoops, and now. Okay. Let's see, what's the best way to select? There we go. That is much better. So query replace buffer dot with buffer arrow. There we go. So that should clean up a lot of them. Let me pass the arguments in here. Buffer, repeating count. So the first repeating is a flag, and the other one is the actual count. And then the second one, or the third one that we need to pass, the fourth one, I cannot think. What was it? It was whatever it said here. Normal position. Okay. Alright. Repeating set but not used. I don't know. Yeah, so that is there. There's a lot of stuff. Search. Yeah, so I need to change any function where we call it. Will be called buffer in here, and I need to not pass it as a pointer now, because it is a pointer. So let me go here, select like that, and replace in buffer, just buffer. Second place. Oh, there we go. Okay, so make that, and that should fix that. Repeating is set but not used. So let me search for repeating. And we only use it in there, so I think that's why it says that. Repeating count, so that needs to be that. That as well. Yeah, I should probably think about a different way to handle that, but any count -1. Yeah, I kind of do that everywhere. N equals 1, any count. Alright, and that was it for that. Print message unclear. So I need print message, which is why am I doing that? I should probably have that specify what that is, because it's kind of unclear. So I'm probably gonna query replace print message with print message or something like that. Something that makes more sense. Is printed. Message. I don't know how to say it exactly. I did not down. Message is printed. Yeah, just so it's more clear that it's a flag. This should also be is repeating, but I'm not gonna write that. So print message. Let me go in here. So I need to do that. Yeah, I'm gonna make this a pointer again. That's the only place I would do that. So need to pass it in here as well. So I should probably add these all to the buffer. Now that I'm thinking about it, but I'm not going to do that yet. But yeah, that would probably make a lot of sense. And then we also need the status bar, which is already a pointer. So and okay, and let's see what else. Remove status bar. Yeah, we need to pass the windows as well, which should also be in the buffer, but they are not. So, I should probably even just pass the window stack and use that, but this can be harder. So window, I don't need that there. Window, status bar, and I don't think I need the other one. So yeah, that's all I need here, which is in the okay, window status bar. Okay, let's see what else. Size T. Normal position. Yeah, I need to replace normal position. Yeah, in this whole thing, it's normal pose with normal pose. Okay, there we go. I don't think there's too many of those, so row. Shoot, I messed that up on all of those. Dang. Okay. Row curve. Curve equals, yeah, so I need to be that. Replace row curve equals with row curve equals that. Nope. Equals that. Okay. There we go. That should fix that problem. Alright, we're getting there. We're getting there. Character is undeclared. We need to pass the character. That is quite important. Which that should be in the buffer as well. I think really all this needs to be moved into the buffer. And then we don't have to pass the whole thing like that. Like the windows. I don't know about the windows exactly. But the other things definitely should be. The flags and such. But yeah, I'll pass the character in there. And do we change it? Character equals. I think we only get the character in here. But we might want to get it elsewhere. Yeah, for now I'm just gonna pass it not as a pointer. Because we don't change it. So, alright, case. Oh, it's int, not a character. So, yeah, because it's an integer. Alright, we are getting a command undeclared. Yeah, so we need to pass the command and the command size. Just gonna go first. Which of those should be in the buffer as well. Really all this should be. Okay. Command size. Okay. Alright, then I'm going to need to change stuff where we pass the command size because it is a pointer. What did I do wrong? Oh, shoot. There we go. Okay, yeah, so then I can replace all of that. Command size with just command size. Okay. And then the same thing for shoot. I forgot to make that a pointer. No, it is. Wait, so what is this? Oh yeah. Okay, I see what it is. I need to place command size anywhere we have that in a function. So like that. I think it's always at the end, so that should be fine. Okay, and let's see. Maybe not quite. Shoot, I messed that up actually. That's enough pretty bad. Let me undo that. Please. Alright, let me try that one more time. Command size that with. No. Hang on. I don't need to do anything to it. Oh yeah, because it is supposed to. Yes, that was right. Because it is not a pointer. Alright. Prism between pointer and integer. Okay. Position. Yep, this needs to be reference. This as well. Not there. Okay. Parse command is the same thing. Okay, now I think we're done with that. Continue statement not within loop. Oh shoot. Alright. Dang, I didn't consider that. Where is that at? Default is continue. So default can just be good, right? Because we don't need to continue. Because it's not a loop. So that should be okay. Equals. Yeah, so I need to replace all the current ones. Because I accidentally messed it up. Where I was replacing it. Y is undeclared. So I need Y. Also command size again. I picked that. No. Right, it's supposed to be a pointer, so I know. Oh, it's right there. Okay. Alright, so we need to pass Y. Which should probably be in the buffer, once again. And it can be a pointer, so I need to replace that. Now, I don't know if we modify it, so I don't know if it has to be, but before this. Alright, now, not quite. Alright, why? Alright, it does compile now. Let me see if it still works. Now, search for B. Alright. What else? Delete stuff. Do that. What commands do I have? I don't remember all the commands. There's not very many, but relatives, yeah, I can toggle those. Alright, that seems to work. Alright, it all seems to work pretty well. And what I can tell. Alright, let me try to open. Nope, that did not work. Oh, because we don't have any Nazi, so I need to remove that. Okay. Yeah, that looks good to me. Alright, so we did that. Now I need to get rid of this loop, because I do not want that there. And that was with multiple. So what I need to do is, whenever we call that, I want to call it recursively, rather than doing that. So when we do, how am I going to do that actually? I don't know if that's going to work. Now that I'm thinking, because the way I'm handling it, press R. Where's R? Yeah, let me set repeating to 1. So at the end, if repeating is greater than that, then we just need to call it again, I suppose. Like just an if statement. So if repeating count greater than 1, then just basically call the function again. In the keys, we need to pass everything there, so I'm just going to copy paste that actually. Keys, and also, but then do repeating count. Shoot, we don't need to pass it all like that. Repeating count minus 1. It needs to be the pointer. I think I have to do it like that. Okay. Let's see. Does that work? Alright, it doesn't like this, so maybe I don't need to do that. No. Let's do one, and then pass it like normal here. Let's see. Alright, let me try to run it now. And do repeat 5J. Okay, that actually looks like it worked. G. That does not work. Okay. It's the wrong number. Why is that? When we encounter this, that's with the G. If repeating count minus 1 is greater than 1, and repeating count minus 1. Shoot, does that minus 1 like that not work? I need to do that. Let's just jump to the bottom. Wait for these. jumping like that. Yeah. So how can I count minus 1 is greater than 1? Why doesn't it work? Do that. I don't think so, but okay. You know what? Then I need to set. Right? So make sure it is. There we go. That is what it was. So it was just calling it again. That's why we jumped like that. So yeah, we don't need all this extra stuff. Work the way I was doing it. Okay. So yeah, let me get rid of this. Try it again. Alright. There we go. That works. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, so now we're calling recursively rather than a loop, which means we don't have that outer loop, which I prefer. There might be some edge cases though, where that we are not considering. So we might get well, we shouldn't get stuck. So what is this about? If it's not equal command, it's not equal search, and it's greater than that, then we constrain it. So that we need that. And here we said this. So I think, yeah, those are the only places where we use y and x. So like I feel like we don't need them. Refresh all. Right. Get y, x. Yeah, so that's just getting the current position, and this getting the max. Do we have to? I don't think we have to get the max every time. I don't think that matters, and that's really just like a waste of time. You know? Something I would like though is a way to insert a line without entering insert mode, so that you can like just spam it and create multiple lines. So I think I might add that because I feel like that would be useful. First, I will commit this stuff. Clean few things up and move the key handle to a function. Okay. Push that. Yeah, so a lot of insertions, but it's really because I moved the location. So it's not, it's a bit exaggerated. But. Okay, so wait, what was I just saying? Do with this. I don't remember now. Yeah, it was the key button. So it's gonna be to insert a new line. I don't know what I would use for that. Maybe Control O even. You know, like if you press Control with O. I don't know why I did that. Alright, yeah, let me jump to index keys and add. I think that makes sense. So Control O. Where is O? Right here. Paste Control O. Then yeah, we want to do the same thing without putting in insert mode. So we don't need this, we don't need insert mode. But other than that, it's the same. So let me try that. May fall through. Because I don't have the break. And that's pretty much it, I think. Control O. There we go. No, I want it the other way though. Well, yeah, so this should be. That's the capital O one. But then I need one for lowercase o. Which, yeah, they function the same. So I need this one instead. Okay, let me try that again. Why is that? Oh shoot, it's a duplicate. So you can't really do that? Okay. Yeah, okay, that's okay. I'd rather have that one. So I'll think of something else, maybe for the other one. Or for this. That's really the more important one. So Control O. Whoops. Control O. There we go. And so now you can actually repeat it. There we go. Yeah, so that was really just what I wanted before. So I will commit that alone. So then O. Control plus O. Create line below cover. Let's see. Out insert. Out. Okay, and then now I have to align all these with that. So I think I can use something. It's almost made it. Oops. There we go. And then with this one as well. Press the wrong button. Control V. There we go. Bang. Alright, and then I need to expand this. So. Alright, okay. There we go. And I think that's it. So that should work. Control plus O. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, and it does the same thing, I suppose, with Control capital O. Control Shift O. Yeah. Okay. That is fine. Alright. Yeah, so I just wanted something that can do that. So that is why I did that. Is there another mode? Not really. Okay. Pretty good then. So handle keys, now we can just call that, and I'm probably gonna something like that. So yeah. Something in the to do. Move a lot of these extra variables into buffer struct. Because they make sense in the buffer struct. So mode. The mode should probably be in the, well, I don't know. Okay, yeah, so we check that. That's all good. So yeah, now it is a bit more concise. Easier to work with because they are separated out. Or maybe you should have like an init function, which initializes everything. But I don't know. Line notes, yeah. So that's just the colors. That makes sense to say like that. Alright. Yeah, if I stop using X and Y, I could probably get rid of this normal position variable. Maybe if I use them actually. I meant to say it the other way if I was using them. Shoot, I don't pass quit though. But that's a global variable, so that's why. Okay. Yeah, so let me see. I will probably, what do I want to separate into a different function? Maybe like the rendering, because I do the rendering in here. Into a different, yeah, this could be render, right? The loop actually. Well, all here. So render status bar, and then render main window. And move all that stuff. So is print message, that is for the status bar. This is for the status bar as well. And this as well. Yeah, that's putting out the command, okay. If buffer.row index. Yeah, so this is for this. But I do need that. No, I don't. Yeah, so I think that would work. If I had two functions for those. Do I want them to be functions though? Because I'm really only calling them once ever. But they probably make sense anyway. Do they? Maybe they should even just be like called that in there. Is that how I want to do that? Thinking maybe not. Yeah, maybe I don't want to do that. Just yet. But yeah, these could be in their own file. Like for the rendering, all the rendering could be done in a file, because it's going to get a lot more complex, because once I do the syntax highlighting, this is actually going to handle differently. So I might change that now. Is less than buffer.rows I.side equals plus. And then I want to print out J C rows I.contents J. I think it's something like that. That actually work. So yeah, and then it's on the, then I can adjust the colors. Because I'm going to need to do that. So I could probably show an example of that. If J equals 0, so if it's an even character, then I want to turn this on. Else, no, I did this the wrong way. Else, yeah, so I'll just make it like that color. And this is sort of how the syntax highlighting will work. That did not work. Okay. Why? I need to just do that. Oh shoot, it's the wrong needs to be main window. That's why. Main window. Okay. Main. There we go. Yeah, that's kind of hard to look at, but you get the idea. I think. Yeah, so basically, what I'm going to do is less the entire file. And just to start, it's just giving me the keywords. So if we find any keywords, like return, for, things like that, then we'll turn it on at the correct index and turn it off once that index is over, like index plus size. And then we just have code, basically. So we could make it blue. Let's see how we can do that. Blue color. That'll be 2. I can just do that. And then init pair. Blue color. So yeah, we want to be color blue and then black is the background. Yeah, so then we can make it blue. And then I want to put that here. Blue color. Okay, that should automatically do that. And now it's blue. So that'd probably be like the color of keywords or whatever. Yeah, so I think that makes sense. Let me try something. Yeah, but I don't necessarily want to do it on every iteration, because that might be really slow. I'm gonna do it like that initially, and then think of ways to not do that, because if you open like a really large file, it'd probably be pretty slow. So yeah, I need to think about that. Yeah, but something I want to do is plus J. Yeah, so this isn't gonna work, but it's gonna do a weird thing. Basically, I want to show later on. Okay, let me see. Maybe it did not work. Okay, I suppose that does not work. Oh yeah, because that would only work for one character anyway. this. And then turn it off. Alright, so let me iterate J through that many times. Alright, I thought that would work, but it does not. Did I do it wrong? Where's I? Size of 4. 1, 2, 3, actually. There we go. Anyway. I actually broke it. You turn them all into ore. Like, doesn't render properly. That's close. Alright, let's use thing. Maybe I can't do that. Yeah, I don't know how to make this work. But yeah, you get the idea, I think. It did work until I reloaded. Let's try a different one. Maybe return. And it's how many? 6. Yeah, it cuts out the first one. Why does it do that? Do I iterate J here? I do it one too many times, don't I? Yeah, now I broke it actually, so that's not good. Yeah, that made it stuck in it. There we go. Killed it. Okay. So yeah, I'm trying to make something that works here. Don't go too far. Because at the end of the loop, then we iterate it again. So that's why I can't really do that. Well, you saw how it looked, so it's gonna be something like that. I will need to think about that though. Well, yeah, we can just turn it on at the certain index. So yeah, I think you get the idea. Hopefully, it makes some sense. But yeah, it's gonna be like that. So I could make the whole thing one color right now, I suppose. I can make it all blue. Then, yeah, then it's all blue. That's not super great. What other colors do we have? Like built-in colors. Let's see what we've got. I think this has a list of them all. Wait, can change color. Color content. Yeah, okay. Color black, red, green, yellow, blue, magenta, cyan, and white. Let's look at cyan. So yeah, I'm just gonna change this to color cyan. Doesn't mean called blue color, but it's just temporary. Cyan, that's interesting. Yeah, I'll probably just leave it as white. Color white. I think there was. It is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I probably won't leave it like that because it doesn't look very good. Yeah, so I'll change it. I'll get rid of that. Just be white for now. But yeah, so that'll probably be the next thing. The next thing I'm gonna work on is building a Lexer. Like trying to make it pretty general purpose. Where it just basically takes an array of keywords, right? So you have return, for, if all that stuff, and then it just searches, lexes the file, tokenizes it, and then it returns these keywords, and then their indexes as well. So then if j equals index start, then we print it with color, and we turn the color on, turn the color on, we print is that, and then if j equals index start plus index size, right, for that certain one, then we turn it off. So then it should color the whole keyword, basically. I think that made sense. Yeah, so that is sort of the plan for the syntax highlight. And that should be fairly extensible if it's just based on an array. And then, yeah, so I don't know. Like, pretty much, the only things I'm going to worry about syntax highlighting for now is keywords like that, and then probably preprocessor things like this that start with a hashtag, and then comments. And once we have that, that's most of the syntax highlighting that you need. So, like then it's usable. So there's that, and then also, yeah, probably I'm gonna try to do that now. So basically dynamically resizing the rows. So basically that means we're gonna need to allocate them. Let's see, where is that? So instead of this, I want it to just be a pointer. And then we also need a size to row capacity. And we already have the row size. So if the row size extends the capacity, then we need to worry about that. But basically, I will allocate initially. Let's see, where do we allocate? That at alloc? Right here. Yeah. So we have this. We need to first of all allocate the row itself. Where's I? Here's calc. We want to allocate not that, but we want to allocate the rows. Do we want to calc? Probably. And yeah, so we'll just do 1024. And that's what we'll iterate through here. For now, next rows. And this will be size of row. And then we can place it into that. So I think that should work. It looks like it did actually work. Okay. And then when we are allocating it, if we create a new row and it goes past that, then we're going to want to reallocate it. So basically resize row. So I will make a function for that towards the top. Resize rows. And that can probably actually return something. But for now, I will pass the buffer. And basically, yeah, so basically we just want to return. I want to set the buffer row capacity equal to buffer row capacity times 2. And I have a question there. Is there realloc but recalc? Let's see. Can you use realloc like in zero initializer, or am I gonna have to manually do that? Here. See realloc. No, that's not what I want. See realloc 0 initialize. That's what I would like to do. Probably just gonna have to mem set, so yeah, I can do it. So I need to basically buffer rows equals realloc buffer rows, and we do have to check. Like we need to check if it fails, but I'm not gonna do that yet. So let me look at realloc. So realloc array. Okay, nullable pointer, and then the size. So we want buffer. Whoops. Buffer row capacity. Okay, so that's what we want to reallocate it as. But first of all, we want rows. And then we want to do this, rows equals that, and if rows equals null, then return. So really, that's fine. I'll worry about that later. And then we want to set name copy. Buffer rows, size of row, times buffer row capacity. So it shouldn't fail, but if it fails, I'll just even crash. No more row. For now, temporary. Make that. Let's compile. Okay, so we need to resize rows then. want to call that. So we don't mem set it though, so I want to do that. But I only want to mem set starting after that, so I need to do mem set rows. I want rows plus buffer row, not row capacity, but row size. 0, and then buffer row capacity minus buffer row size. Something like that. So then it will be 0 initialized. Should be. Okay, it still compiles. So now, if we insert a new row, so we do that. Well, we do that in the shifting, right? Shift rows. So, insert that. Yeah, here's where we create a new one, right? New equals color. So what I need to do is if row size plus 1 is greater than no, I don't need the plus 1. Greater than or equal to buffer row capacity, and I need to resize rows. Right, just like that. So I think that's the only place where we insert a new row. Well, except when we press enter, but I think that create and cut row. So I think we do that by calling it shift row is right. Yeah. So I think we're good. Well, yeah, we should be good. Buffer undeclared. Yeah, that is. It's just buff. Okay, make. All right, let me try to run it. No. Build/main. Okay, so that works. And it actually died. No more row. Okay, so it did fail. That is interesting. Okay, so row equals null. Is it because of the mem set? Alright, what is this? Am I using realloc? No. Actually, I had it pulled up. Realloc. I need size of row. Right. What if I don't crash that thing? Take fault. So yeah, there's definitely a problem. There should be 1024 rows though, so you know. Let's see. Where is this? That should be 1024 times size of row. That should be fine. What if I open? Let's see. Does it instantly crash? It just doesn't work. Okay. Wait, may not see doesn't exist, so that's why I need source self may not see. So it does open that. I can't make a new row. Okay. If row size is greater than row capacity. We don't set the row capacity initially. That is actually, that is a problem. For sure. So row capacity equals maximum to start. Row capacity and buffer row capacity. Okay. This is dot. Okay. Let's let us insert more. All right. Let me make the row capacity like 12. That's not me. No. it is build slash me. I'm trying to go past 12. Okay, reallocate invalid next size. Okay, so this is like a reallocate. Okay. So it's supposed to be like that. How do you use reallocate? Okay, I'm using wrong. Reallocate pointer for rows. Why is it invalid next size? Semicolon. Yeah, it doesn't like this. Rows. Invalid next size. I guess I've had this problem before because I looked it up before. But I don't remember. Because, it's granted the heat. Right, so somewhere I'm messing something up. Okay, I'm doing this wrong. Calc. Just, like, allocate. Then mem set. Buffer.weight. 0. Standard row. Times buffer.row capacity. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Okay. Can I type stuff? Like, it works. I'm gonna refile the buffer as well. I need to expand it if it does not fit. So if length is greater than buffer row capacity, then resize rows. Buffer. And then also I'm gonna pass the length. Yeah, so I'm gonna need to change this function. It's gonna take a size d capacity. And then we'll set let's see. So we don't want to modify it yet. Let's pass set this to be capacity times 2. And then we'll set buffer looking capacity to row capacity equals capacity times 2. So we just want to double that. So for most of it, we all the size rows. Let me just pass buffer size. No, buffer row capacity, right? Yeah. Okay. So let's make buffer is undeclared, yeah. Wait, no, why is it undeclared? Oh, it's just buff. Okay. Still doesn't work. Yeah, I wasn't really expecting it to fix it though, but okay. Yeah, so this is where we're at. we need to allocate the rows as well in the function. Yeah, after we do this. So after we memcopy, want to go through all of them, starting at okay, so maybe we shouldn't change it yet. Then we'll change it. We'll go to capacity times 2. And we'll allocate the new ones. But that's still not going to fix the issue. Not cap city, capacity. Buffer is a pointer. Yeah, but we still not fix the issue with reallocating valid next size ordered core dump. So I might need to debug. What else am I doing that would be causing that? Probably gonna do that as well. Suppose we have it. I don't think that changed it. So now we don't even get to check that. So still should be size of row. Alright, what if I just allocate it, right? Malloc or Cal. And then just memcop. Yeah, no, but I can't really do that. Okay. Well, no, I can copy into rows and then copy it back. Okay, yeah, let me do that. Tally. Actually, let's do size of row. Let's see if that even works. So we allocate. And then first of all, go back to memcopy into rows. Buffer rows. Yeah, size of row times buffer capacity. And then we want to copy back. No, then we want to set. I'm going to set it equal to that. So buffer rows equals rows. I change the pointer, right? And then, yeah, then we don't have to do this. No, we still do have to do that. Buffer row capacity. Okay, wait, then that actually seems to work. So now we should be able to make files of any size, right? If I go into here, do that. Let me do like, let's do. There we go, yeah, okay. Alright, I think it actually worked. So I can type here, and now I don't really want to save this because it's gonna mess stuff up. So let me go in here, paste, and that's you have that slash. You have one here, just temporarily, and build name, not C. And yeah, I want to do that. So just okay, we have 5,000. We type that down here. Only save it and open it in the game. There we go. It actually worked. Okay, now we should be able to have essentially files of any size. I don't do a lot of checks, but yes, we don't need this. So that worked. I don't know what the issue was with the reality. So there might be a problem that is causing that, but I don't know. So I should probably do that with these as well. Like start them at just like 32, something like that. And then reallocate them as they get larger. But we don't really have support for very large strings right now. And I can show what I mean. I do this, and I type. Here, let me zoom in a little so it's more clear. And I type. Yeah, it kind of just breaks if it gets too long. Which isn't great. Yeah, I need to figure out why that happens again. And that actually broke everything. I didn't know it would mess up that bad. But yeah, so I need to figure that out as well. where it basically continues on in the next line. So until then, I'm just going to leave it like this, where it allocates like that. And I think that's okay for now. Okay, yeah, so now we have a way to do that, and I don't think there's anywhere else that we create another row, so that should be good. So now we have rows. Let me make a better starting size, though, other than 12. So this will just be, like, starting row size, and, yeah. So I don't really need the max row size, but that's okay. Starting row size, and I'll just do probably like 128 to start, so it'll allocate that amount. Yeah, just to start 128 before it reallocates anything else, or allocates anything else. So that is fine. But yeah, again, I don't really check a lot of places. So if rows equals null, then crash. So yeah, I should probably do that, actually, anywhere where I call count. Yeah, let's just do if upper rows I was null, ran. Alright, let me see if that actually crashes it. That context, right. Okay, and yeah, if I go down here, and I create a bunch of lines, and create like 500. Or 5,000, okay. Yes, that seems to be okay. So then I need to do that as well, anywhere where I call that if new, which maybe I don't need that anymore, the new one, if I just reallocate it. Well, no, I still do. That's fine, yeah. Okay, something that we need to do is actually free it if we delete a line, because we don't do that right now. So it's kind of a memory leak, which needs to be considered. No already. Okay. And I think this is the last place, so okay, so now we should be checking that everywhere. And it is uppercase crash. How did I mess up that bad? Okay. This is crash. There we go. Run it. And let's create a one. Okay, yeah, so that seems to work pretty well. Alright, I am happy with that. Okay, so I will commit that guy. Switched the rows to be dynamically allocated as necessary. Okay, so that was a pretty important change, because otherwise you cannot have files greater than 1024 lines. Okay. Yeah, so there's no need to keep. So that's probably going to be about the end of the stream. So yeah, the next stream probably going to be focused on syntax idle, which will be pretty fun, I think. All right. Other than that, this can be like that. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.